I left the ship, though it must have been somewhere in September, to come back to the United States for redeployment to what was called new construction. And new construction was the conversion of a destroyer into a minesweep, and served on that minesweep until the end of the war. And the war ended as the minesweep came up the coast here to San Diego for redeployment. We eventually did get out to Okinawa. There were a couple of heavy hurricanes, typhoons as they're called there. We finally went to Japan after the surrender, a short time after, and then we wound up sweeping the Yellow Sea from the tip of Korea down to Shanghai. We swept all of that. And I can only say about being on a steel minesweep is this. You know that the Navy really loves you. You're dear to their heart when they put you on a steel minesweep and send you to sea to sweep mines. Minesweeps are generally, of course today some of them are plastic, but primarily at that time, World War II, they were wood. But we were a squadron of 4 minesweeps that were steel. Then I come back to the States. When I was discharged, I went immediately into the active reserve and stayed with the active reserve. Finally, I went back and became USN. The Korea War started, and we were assigned to Korea. At that time, I was on the USS Hanson DDR 832. DDRs, radar ships, they were. Our principal job was to be over the horizon, because at that time, radars could not go over the horizon. Radars only could hit, and their signal would go on, off. We had the antennas, we had almost the same radars as the aircraft carriers. We would go over the horizon. We wouldn't see anybody for 2-3 weeks at a time, because we were over the horizon merely as a radar post. The only thing we did there was at the invasion of Incheon, which MacArthur came back out of Busan and had an invasion again of the thing, which was a very successful operation. After that, that's of course back into Korea, and I finally was discharged from the United States Navy in 1953, probably about April, in the middle of April. At that time, also again, you were not discharged at that time. What happened, they merely transfer you from the United States Navy into the United States Naval Reserve, and they mailed you your discharge papers 4 years later. So you were available at all times to the Navy if that need be.